Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 11 of Europa Universalis 4 as Muscovy. We need to be a little bit careful about how quickly we expand just in the sort of meantime, in the short future. And that's mainly because we have had a coalition or two already. Nothing serious, nothing too much to worry about, but we need to allow things to recover a little bit. We've got no manpower at the moment. And I would like to try and save some admin points, because the only thing we need to do to form Russia is to get to admin level 10. I mean, that is still a while off, I admit that, but we don't want to get too far behind in tech, because we've got that 49% tech penalty, which we can't take yet because we don't have enough embracement in the institutions, and I've spent all of the money. We can always take loans to sort that part out, so that's not a major issue, but we are starting to fall behind in some of the tech, so we do want to sort of get that done as quickly as possible. What are we doing with our diplomats? We are building a spy network on Kazan. I believe we've just got loads of CBs against them anyway, because I think they are our mission. Yes, they are. Now, also, when forming Russian, do Russia have their own... Let me just quickly pause up. Do Russia have their own idea groups? So, government of Muscovy changes to a Tsardom with the rank Empire. Increases our manpower by 20%. We get automatic monthly autonomy reduction, more yearly absolutionism, an extra diplomat, an extra leader without upkeep, 10 more states, plus 5 more to maximum absolutionism. National focus cooldown is reduced by 10 years. We get a permanent claim on everything in the Russian region, a permanent claim on everything in the Pontic Steppe, a permanent claim on everything in the Urals. We get increased centralization until 1519, given the following... Well, I guess that date would actually increase, yeah, because it's going up now. So basically it is for 20 years. We get 20 years of increased centralization that gives us +1 national unrest, but that's not too bad. The monthly autonomy change is actually listed twice, which is weird. And the event New Traditions and Ambitions happens. And now that to me sounds like we actually get to pick whether we want to change our ambitions or not. Because I don't know if we want to get rid of these idea groups and go for the Russian ones. Because, I mean, some of these are really good. 10% tax modifier, army tradition, morale of armies. Okay, they're not all that great. Shock damage is nice, and the land force limit modifier is nice. We'll see. It's going to be a little while before we get there anyway. But I did just want to check, because I was curious to see whether or not it would change the idea group. Now, we've just got those guys pop there. Now, the fort was still active. But let's march over there and see if we can deal with them. Luckily, because I'd forgot to disable that fort, they're not going to be able to take that straight away, which is a really good thing. So we've still got a little bit of corruption. That's mainly coming from overextension, which of course is another thing that we have to be careful of, because we've got a fair bit of that. Let's keep our eye on this battle. How is it going to go? Oh, they got a good roll there, and another good roll, but we should be able to finish them off. Unfortunately, of course, all of these things really... Oh, that's not good. Oh, you've actually spawned right on top of an army, which I guess is kind of good because it makes us the defender. But at the same time, it wasn't really a full army either. Oh, and they just rolled a 9. 0 to an 8. That might have just won it for us, and a 9 to a 1. Okay, so we did win those two rebellion uprisings. The problem is we've got no manpower. Let's move my microphone a little bit. It looks like it's going to start clipping, because I'm being a little bit loud today. So we are at some point going to want to try and integrate the Great Horde. We could go ahead and send... Let's just get another couple of claims up here first, if we haven't already got them. I think we've got claims on all of these, and indeed we have. So we could go and just try and start integrating the Horde, which is probably something that we'll want to do. They are disloyal. Let's go and try and improve relations. What are we up to? We're probably already pretty high. Yeah, 152. So it's going to be tricky. Annexed vassal, Cossack raids, forced vassalizers. So a lot of that stuff is going to sort of burn off anyway. I'm not terribly concerned by that. We can't really afford to get into any wars at the moment because we don't have the and the manpower to do anything. We don't have an icon commissioned. We could reduce national unrest, increase discipline, improve relations, construction cost, institution embracement cost could be useful, and institution spread. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's try and get the tech back on par, because we're a little bit behind at the moment, so let's try and get that sorted if we can. So yes, I would absolutely love to get some manpower back. Let's go ahead and disable this fort. It was useful that we left it on, but it will mean that we'll make a little bit more money. We should definitely keep our eye... I mean, we will get a pop-up when we can embrace the institution, that is true. 8 out of 105 provinces is 8.4%. And we'll most likely have to take out a loan to do that anyway. Where is it actually spreading from, actually? Let's have a quick look. That was the wrong tab to click on. So yeah, this is another one of the reasons why you really, if you can, want to start trying to take, you know, land to the west. Oh, great. Random loss of stability for no good reason whatsoever. It's one of the things I do really dislike about this game. Let's boost it up to 2. I'm not going to boost it up to 3, but I definitely don't want to leave it hanging around on 2. So we'll go ahead and do that. The Livonian Order is within my sights, as is like Lithuania and the Teutonic Order. These are all people that I do want to attack, but like I said, I've got to be careful. Got no manpower. Ottomans 81, Kazan's 146. If I go after Kazan, it'll most likely bring the Ottomans into a coalition, which is not too bad. I mean, Nogai's fairly high as well, but we could completely wipe Kazan out. In fact, can we take them all out in a single war? I think they're still slightly too big. Yeah, 130% to completely take Kazan. So we'd have to be very careful about that. Lithuania, what's going on here? Livonian Order's there. So we could try and take more stuff from Lithuania. Lithuania currently, they're actually at war with the Livonian Order. They're in a royal marriage with Poland, but no alliance there. Oh, extra ship durability, great. Poland is being guaranteed by Hungary and Brandenburg, so we can't directly go after Poland. We are going to have to attack the Ottomans at some point before they get too big and stompy. I mean, we could try and do that, actually. We could try and beat up on the Ottomans just to get some... just to sort of slow them down. But again, with no manpower, it's a bit of a risk. How much money do they have? Economy... no, it's not this tab. Can never remember which tab this one is on. Is it country? We can just, yeah, we can see it in here, can't we? So if we find the Ottomans, Ottomans have, where's their treasury? I'm sure you used to be able to see it here. Yeah, money in treasury, 117 ducats. They've got nothing. Who's got the most money right now? Lubeck. Lubeck have got like over 1,300 ducats. But they're a little bit too far away for me to do anything against. So this is a bit unfortunate. We're at this sort of point where we've just got to sort of sit on our hands for a little while. Which I don't like doing in EU4, because this is very much a game about war. And when you're not at war, what else are you supposed to do? But we've got a couple of armies here that haven't even fully reinforced. We're still 3,500 men in the hole. And you can already see that the Ottomans have got like 50,000 men down here. We have... lost our ruler. So Vincent is now the Grand Niaz. I have no idea how that is supposed to be pronounced. Vincent, man, you are terrible. You're a 102. That is awful. And we have a new heir. But oh man, Vincent, how are you so poor? I mean, you give us an extra possible advisor, but a 102. Come on, man. Terrible. Right, royal marriage with Austria. Let's see what happens. You see, normally when I add Patreon supporters into the game as heirs, they usually die before they get to the throne. On the rare occasions when one survives, it's got terrible stats. Okay, so who are we going to attack next? And the problem is at the moment, if I attack the Ottomans, I mean, most of their troops are down here, which is kind of good. But their army is pretty beefy compared to mine. And there's no real advantage of actually declaring a war on them right now. I'd just be throwing away more manpower. Have we actually recovered? Almost. We've almost fully reinforced. So yeah, like I said, if I was to attack them right now, all I would be doing is throwing away manpower, and that's not something that I really want to do. We've got another potential rebel uprising. The Ottomans have rivaled me, which is hardly a surprise. Permian separatists. So let's get you guys sort of up here. So yeah, the Ottomans are definitely going to try and find an excuse to try and attack me. Although I do have an ally or two at the moment, don't I? I'm allied with Austria and Persia. So I'm tempted to just wait, because obviously in a defensive war, I'm going to have Austria and Persia on my side. Hopefully, anyway. That's kind of the plan there. Lithuania has become even smaller. So we might have to have a bite out of the Livonian order. Now, obviously we will want to take some stuff from Kazan. So... yeah, Lithuania's probably... oh, there we go. We have a revolt down here. Wasn't expecting that one, to be honest. Which rebels are you? You Crimean separatists. I didn't even know we were going to end up with Crimean separatists. So this is going to be yet another hit to our... oh, we can now reduce factions. Well, we might as well just let them pop now. We'll save that one for the next time we get a load of separatists. But unfortunately, this is going to hurt our manpower pool a little bit. Now, back to what I was saying is we could just try and take Lithuania out, because those are the ones that we really have the most aggressive expansion with as a Christian nation. So they're probably the best people to attack right now. Get them out of the picture. Few terrible rolls there didn't help. Oh, with a 9 to a 2 and a 6 to a 1. Those were all painful. Are we even going to win that? Oh, they rolled a 9 right at the end and we lost. Let's get you guys in over here. So yeah, we really need to get some manpower issues resolved right now. We've brought our diplomat back from the Horde because we just cannot get the 200. 167 is as close as we can get until that annexed vassal and forced vassalization goes away. So a few more years, we'll be able to do that. And we might as well wait for these Permian separatists to fire as well. And that'll give us a chance to try and recover some of our manpower, which again, we're now 12,000 men down. So very, very painful dealing with these rebellions. How big is this going to be? 18k. We should be able to deal with it. In fact, as well, I'm also standing somewhere where I'm above the supply limit. So let's go ahead and get out of there, just so we're not taking more unnecessary attrition. And wait for that rebellion to pop, hopefully. So we have gained a few more sailors, not many more. Okay, where have you popped? I wasn't expecting you all the way down there, if I'm honest. Let's go and get in. 20 noble regiments. Gain some local autonomy and local... yeah, we'll do that. Just one province. Stuff it. Right, I'm going to move over there with this army just in case we need the backup. Right, some pause. They're probably going to take this province anyway. But yeah, we're not fully reinforced, which is definitely an issue. Let's just get you to sit in there before we march you in. Hopefully give... because there's nothing happening really while they're sitting there. So let's give some extra time to try and allow our armies to recover a little bit if they can. We're still 10,000 men short. If it looks like they're going to start to move, then we'll jump in. Might as well wait at least one more month, see if we get some more men. Now, they are actually trying to move down here. Now, they're going to move in on me. Which I guess is fine. They're going to be the attacker. And I'm going to come in from behind and reinforce. So they have taken a river crossing penalty. Hopefully we'll get there in time. I think we will get there just in time to turn the fight. Yeah, we did. But again, that was a lot of lost men. That was a lot of lost men. Okay, we can embrace an institution. It's we actually have enough money to do it, oddly. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have the next institution yet. So we can get the next Diplotech. Should we definitely go ahead and take that? Oh, we just gained randomly 6,000 manpower, which is also nice. Okay, Muscovy loses some cores, and we cede a core to the Great Horde. Do you know what? We'll give them that core because I think one of the reasons they dislike us is because we held that core. So we are trying to integrate them. See, now they're at plus 200. We probably can't annex them any... Oh, dear lord. We've just had random nobles come in from Kazan, which we could have done without, to be honest. You guys get out of there, because you're not going to win that battle. That was just annoying. They weren't even my own rebels. Our armies are just completely destroyed right now. So we cannot afford to be getting involved in any wars here. It's going to be bad enough just trying to reinforce. So while you guys are heading down there, what I was going to check... it's on this screen for my own country. It's not on that screen. Why do I never remember where this is? Right, so we should have the ability to vassalize somebody. Yeah, you've just actually moved into Kazan itself. So I don't really need to deal with you. In that case, let's just leave you standing there. I was just unlucky. I was stood in the wrong place at very much the wrong time. Let's go ahead and start annexing the Great Horde then. Take some more land. Who are Nagai at war with right now? You are at war with Kazakh, who we have not met yet. So that's cool. Lithuania I would still like to give a bit of a beating to. They're not allied with anybody, so we could potentially do it. Do we have a CB against them? We don't need you building that spy network in Kazan. Let's get you back. It'll take some time to get the Great Horde on board. Now then, yeah, we actually have a truce, but no CB. So let's go ahead and start building a spy network there. How long is that truce for? Looks like quite a long one, actually. Yeah, there's another 7 years remaining on that. What's this here? Age of Discovery is ending. That is fine. How much do you need for a golden era? Oh, you need three objectives fulfilled. Well, we can always do that later on. We got close to having 3 fulfilled. Actually, no, we only have 1. Oh, it's usually easier in the following eras anyway. Come on, game, give me some manpower. Still 13,500 manpower in the hole. That is pretty bad. Now then, Rebel Uprising. We've got a 70, a 40, and an 80. Let's go ahead and use this ability just to tone it down a little. The colonialism has arrived. Yeah, still at 80%. I was thinking, do I wait till it gets up to 90? Because then by then this might be up to 20, but I'll only forget. It's not worth the risk. Let's go and do that. Reduce them all a little. As we're not taking any land right now, I think it's probably a good idea to... Oh yeah, stability went down again because our king died. Do I really want to go up to... Yeah. Let's just do it. We're going to go up to stability 3. That did cost us quite a bit of admin points, but hopefully it's going to reduce the... and we're not that far behind time. But hopefully that is going to reduce the number of rebellions that we're going to get. So many pretender rebels popping up in Kazan that I'm just going to move away from their borders. I don't want to have to fight these rebels if they move into my territory. The annexation of the Great Horde is going quite slowly. We've almost... Well, we've recovered 2 armies. We've just got 1 army that's a little bit beaten and broken. 10,000 men we are still waiting for. Did we actually finish our idea group? Cannot remember if we did. No, we didn't. So what have we got next? It is mercenary contracts, conscripted garrisons, reduced land attrition. None of those things really help. Land force limit modifier. Well, we can't do that. We've already got the useful ones, which is the manpower recovery speed and the national manpower modifier. What have we got here? We can invest in a new idea. What are we like in terms of tech? We are not particularly ahead of time. And it would be nice to get the better tactics and the better infantry. So I think we'll just wait and take the tech when that's available. Kazan have even got Kazani tribes now as well. So yeah, I'm going to keep my armies like well out of the way here. Do not want to end up having to fight any of those. That would not be good for us at all. So a lot of people starting their golden eras. Admin power and base tax. Sure, let's go for the base tax. So England have started their golden era. What do we want to do? I guess we just kind of wait. We do have our spy network built against Lithuania. So we can just go in and get a claim. So now we have a CB against them. So that's a good start. And again, while we're having to wait for manpower and stuff to recover, we are sort of burning away the aggressive expansion with some of these neighbours. But yeah, the Livonian order will be one that I will want to attack. Mind you, it does depend a lot on who they are allied with. Riga, the Teutonic Order, and Pomerania. So they're not going to be a massively easy target. Lithuania certainly will be a little bit more. And we will start to fight these guys. But we're in no position to do it while we have so little manpower. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Apologies that we didn't really have any wars going on, although we did have a fair few battles. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that we've had so many rebellions to deal with. Hopefully we'll be able to dig ourselves out of this hole. I'm not terribly worried at this point, but it does just slow the game down a little bit. So apologies for that. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Muscovy. I will see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.